Google's response to government subpoenas. Insights from the Epstein files last month. A massive release of over 3 million documents connected to Jeffrey Epstein's case included a rare look into how tech companies, specifically Google, handle federal investigations. The records reveal the process by which law enforcement requests for user data are made, reviewed, and sometimes contested, and what information is ultimately turned over. The reality of legal demands the release documents show that government requests for data are often broad in scope, sometimes seeking information before judicial approval. Google, while stating it pushes back against overbroad requests, complies with legally valid demands. This highlights a fundamental tension: law enforcement's need for data versus users' privacy rights. The documents reveal just how aggressively prosecutors can pursue information, even requesting silence from Google to avoid alerting targets of investigations. In one instance, a 2019 letter legally forbade Google from informing Ghislaine Maxwell, a co-conspirator, about a subpoena for 180 days, with instructions to alert prosecutors before any disclosure afterward. Another 2018 letter demanded Google preserve all email content, including drafts and trash, without informing the account holders, with a similar requirement to notify authorities before any disclosure. This aggressive approach underscores how easily user data can be obtained with minimal oversight. Google's internal policies state they notify users of requests unless legally prohibited, but the documents suggest this isn't always the case. What data is at risk? The files detail exactly what subscriber information Google readily provides: account names, recovery emails, phone numbers, service access details, creation dates, and IP logs. This basic data requires only a subpoena under the 1980s Stored Communications Act, meaning no judge's signature is always needed. More sensitive data, like email contents, requires warrants, but even basic details can be crucial for further investigation or cross-referencing with other databases. For example, Google Takeout allows users to download their own subscriber information, revealing details like two-factor verification phone numbers and outdated recovery emails. Recent cases and ongoing concerns recent administrative subpoenas from the Department of Homeland Security have also targeted anonymous users critical of the government. In one case, Google notified a user before sharing data, enabling them to challenge the subpoena in court. However, this outcome is not guaranteed. Other files reveal requests for Android device configurations, including IMEI numbers, security updates, and connection logs. Google declined to comment on the context of these requests, but the level of detail is alarming. The evolving transparency landscape: Google publishes transparency reports on government requests, breaking down categories like subpoena. However, it does not specify the type of subpoena or the requesting agency. This lack of granularity makes it difficult to assess the full scope of government access. Over time, Google has changed what data it discloses, raising questions about its priorities and evolving transparency standards. The Epstein files serve as a stark reminder that even seemingly anonymous accounts can be de-anonymized with enough data points. Users must understand that their online activity leaves a digital trail accessible to law enforcement under certain conditions. Ultimately, the documents demonstrate the power dynamics at play between governments and tech companies, and the vulnerability of user data in the process.